going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make?
And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the two-point try.
That keeps the score. Ole Miss 13, Florida 7.
This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half. Got the lead and going for the onside kick. And that one, I don't think, went the required 10 yards. It did not. Penalty marker is out. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back to throw. It's Lagway. He's going to run it. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the 30-yard line on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hansen. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's going to... There he goes! Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Pressure coming. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Now on third and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. A long way to go on fourth and goal. And the Rebels will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime. They send it downfield. And he's got it inside the 35.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? The defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is hungry.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Power football with the run. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Gators headed quickly to the line.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Buys a little time. Breaks into the open. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on
Touchdown Gators! Fired in from the red zone for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Diggs. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll go with a direct snap. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Catch in the middle. It's Stribling. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Stribling. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
You want to give this guy a chance to get some yards after the catch, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, give the defense credit. You saw their speed rallying to the football on the perimeter.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the 37. Third down coming up.
We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Quarterback adapted. Finds a little space. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Man, what a scramble by the quarterback. 4th quarter, need a play, 4th down. He makes it happen. This home crowd is going nuts. We got a great one on our hands.
From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matter with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of the big play coming on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep